Hey howdy hey, how is everybody doing, and welcome back to Disney Daily. In the beginning of Beauty and the Beast, we are introduced right away to an enchantress disguised as an old beggar woman who asks the prince, who we know to be the Beast, if she can take shelter in his castle from the cold in exchange for a single rose. The Beast, disgusted by her appearance, denies her access to the castle and tries to send her away. This then prompts the woman to reveal herself as a powerful enchantress who would put a curse on not just the Beast but all those who resided in the castle. These poor individuals in the castle would wake up to a completely different world. After many years, they would eventually become accustomed to their new lives as things rather than people. Lumiere specifically mentions that they have been resting for 10 years in the castle, which means everyone would have aged throughout that time, right? Well, not quite. I believe that there is an aging process for the Beast, but not for the objects, and I explore why and how that is in today's video. Now, to begin, let's first focus on the servants. In the 10 years that the servants have been cursed, we would naturally suspect a normal aging process displayed. However, that does not happen once the humans are turned into objects. In fact, it seems that the spell stops their aging process altogether. Whatever age the servants were before they were cursed is the same age that they would remain once the curse was lifted. So essentially, no time went by for them. Now, you are probably wondering, but Disney Daily, how is that possible if 10 years went by? Well, it took a little bit of digging, but there is evidence to back up this claim. In Beauty and the Beast's Enchanted Christmas, we actually get a flashback and we see what age the servants were when they first were cursed. Their age is similar to what we see at the end of Beauty and the Beast when they are changed back, which is a whole 10 years later. Now, how exactly do I explain the lack of aging? Well, it's my theory that because the servants were turned into objects, this is why their aging process is non-existent. If you think about it in your everyday life, it is hard to tell just how old your clock or your teapot is, and that is simply because they are objects. There's no real way to monitor or detect their age. Okay, Disney Daily, so the servants don't age, but how do you explain the Beast? He has to age, right? After all, the narrator even mentions it. He indicates that time would continue to pass when he says the rose would bloom until his 21st year. Well, it is my belief, along with many others, that the Beast continued to age, unlike the servants. What led me to believe this is simply that the prince is turned into an animal versus an object. Animals, unlike objects, not only grow older, but display obvious signs of aging. So this explains how and why the prince continues to age even as the Beast, but his servants do not. Furthermore, in the Enchanted Christmas, we are given a glimpse into what the Beast looked like before he was cursed. We also see the exchange happen between the prince and the old beggar woman. The prince looks to be pretty young at the time of the curse, but fast forward to the end of the movie, after Belle's I Love You, we see the prince not as a young boy, but a grown man who had not only changed physically, but definitely aged. Well, that concludes this episode of Disney Daily. If my question for you all is, who is your favorite enchanted object in Beauty and the Beast? As always, thanks for being my guest here at Disney Daily. Until next time.